Libra, how you doing? So I'm hearing quite a few things for you. I'm hearing like I've just heard some bad news, and I just got some bad news. Something on the doorstep. I keep hearing Reese or Rihanna or something like that, or Anna or Annie. But I just received some bad news, or I just read something. Because you're first. Anyway, Libra, you're right. If you haven't met this channel before, I go over a load of channel messages and then we look into your tarot, okay? But I heard it as a conversation piece, like somebody's been having a conversation with another person or a person, and they've read something, because I'm hearing red or red, something about Virgo, okay? And I keep hearing it like two friends talking, or some sort of news that comes into you, and it's like, oh man, I just read something. And it's like, you're right, Libra, or it's Libra and you guys, and someone contacting you like a friend or a person, and saying, listen, I you know, what's the matter now? What's happened? And it's like, I just read something. So I'm hearing red rum. So it's something that's around a Virgo energy, but like, I just read something, and blah blah blah. And it's like, well, what is the matter? So I don't know if somebody's read a person, the name Reedy or Reed, okay, or Rihanna, but like, I've just read something and it isn't quite, or I misread something, like I misjudged it, or I misread something to do with judge. The judge, jury, executioner, or the name Judd. Judd, Daniel, Dan, or Matthew. Okay, don't worry about it. It's just my spiritual head giving you some names there that I know of, like Matthew or Daniel. But like, I just heard and just read something that I wish I hadn't. Now I don't know where this is being read. Okay, because all I keep hearing is red, like murder. Like, so I don't know if someone's going to be murdered up in here, or like this is murder on the dance floor, something to do around dance music or music and something like that, or somebody's read something on someone's public profile, or they've been following someone's YouTube, or I keep hearing somebody is. They keep saying to me that somebody is on someone's. Like, I don't know, I mean, is it Facebook and things like that? I don't know. Because I'm picking up of a platform of something where you can read it. Like, you can physically read it, okay? And it's kind of like people are reading things and then, like, I don't know. Is this where somebody is talking to someone on, like, publicly? They are talking to a person publicly, and another person has got let down because they realise that they're actually moved on and talking to another person. Now, the only way I can really physically figure out what that might be for some of you is that this is either a friend or it's happening to yourself. I don't know. But because of the complexity of number of 2, this can really be happening to you, but it can also be happening to another. And, okay, there's where the Virgo energy came through. This is where someone is moving on. And as they move on, somebody who they're or trying to move on with or make a move on is, or Yvonne, the name Yvonne or Evie or Steve is involved, or Stevie, okay. It's kind of coming through as this Virgo reading. Like, someone is moving on, and as they are, it's like this whole cycle of Michael, right? But this whole cycle, spin cycle Michael, but this whole cycle is wrapping up and finishing. Something to do with like rapping, like music and rapping music. But like, they keep saying like, yeah, music, rapping, stuff like this, artists. But karmically, what it feels like is that some people are like very interested and intrigued by new people, and as they move on to another soulmate or another soul situation, soul music, you really might like my Angel Radio that comes out. It's done. It's pretty much finished. Unless your name's Putchy, done. But like, it's going to be over on Angel Radio very soon, and I think you might like this one. And it has in it something to do with around the latest news. Okay, because I've posted it. It's called something about the latest news. Okay. Anyway. I'm picking up that somebody could be like speaking to a person and they're trying to move on, and they are doing. As this person's moving on, there is a person that should have detached and is detached from a person, meaning they're separated, they're not together. And then somebody reads on someone's public profile that someone else, that they're talking to another person, And I feel like this is letting one of the energies down and letting this person know that they've moved on. Now, this also came out through Leo, okay, and it is also came out through Virgo, and it is now also coming out through your reading. Now, I don't want people to get like confused and slightly lost because of the numerology there, okay, because it's gonna a lot. I like it a lot. Something to do with Jim Carrey, Jim, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, Jackie, Jax, anybody beginning with J, okay, or Lloyd or Laura, or anybody beginning with L, okay, Lucy, Laura, Lucifer, something to do around a Capricorn or Gemini, okay, which would be a 6. So let me try and break this down for everybody very quickly. So what I'm hearing is that somebody is trying to move on with a new soulmate, and as they do, there's a person that's probably still on someone's public profile, and they get to realise that someone has been maybe talking to another person of interest, like they're very interested in another person and intrigued because they've finished the cycle, they're moved on, they really want to get on with their life, and because they are, somebody might get some bad news and read this on a profile of such, okay, on a profile. Now this is either Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or God knows whatever the whole lot, the whole hipster lot use, but like that, and because somebody like an ex or a person, or even people of interest, like they're really after somebody, because I keep picking up like a really attractive person, maybe not like myself, but like somebody's really trying to move. Sorry, it's annoying me because I meant to close this curtain, and because I haven't, it's shining right on me. So you really got to be dealing with a Virgo, because I'm hearing shining happy people outing. So REM, yeah. So R-E and M, Emily, or R, Rachel, Ricky, I don't know, but or Ricky Lake. Somebody could live up north, well, kind of like sort of near me, like the Peak District up north, like Lake District, Peak District, Peking duck. Someone could be from China, but like anyway, let's stop with all the sporadic messaging, because I feel that people get very bored. When I backtrack like this, it's because I'm waiting for the rest of the messages to come through. So if you guys are very bored and you wonder why I backtrack and talk like now, it's because I'm kind of waiting for those pieces to come through so I can give you more of a clearer vision. Okay, so let's look at the energy of what my spirit is telling you. Is that some people are very curious about moving on with someone else. This could be because I'm picking up on some of it of like somebody going to a friend, right? One of these people could be a Libra, and they're saying, oh, I just got some bad news. Like I just read something on someone's public profile that they're actually talking to another woman or another man. And I was hopeful, but I realised that I'm a hopeless romantic. Hopeless romantic. Hopelessly devoted. You see, it's around a Virgo energy. And I just read something on someone's profile, realising that they're actually talking to another person. Okay, and because they are, the spark of interest that they've got in this other person, it's kind of like where an ex might be watching or something and they get let down. Okay, they get let down. Or they feel as if they're let down. Like this energy of like, oh man, I had high hopes, the fact of something, and blah, blah, blah. Also hearing Pink Floyd, which is High Hopes, which is one of my favourite songs actually. High Hopes. Also hearing Hi Ho Silver. Silver, you still in the background there, bruv? But like Hi Ho Silver, like silver lining. Something to do around Leo as well. I think that there's a lot of involvement. Let me break it down for you. What I truly feel this is that there are a lot of people on like social networking. A lot of social networking things, right? Like I said, all of the above. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all of this kind of thing, right? And like somebody somehow realises that another person is talking with another person. And these karmic situations around you, Libra, or anybody, they're all trying to move on with their life. They're all trying to move on with their life. And they're trying to meet other new people. Because I'm picking up like a singles club, or like someone that's single, right? And they're single, they're ready to mingle, and they've got an interest in a person. And because they are, somewhere up in here, whether this be, say, you or the other person that is interested in someone, they still have this person of 5, like a Sagittarius or a Taurus placement or a life path 5, somewhere, still very intrigued on, oh man, I just realised that they're actually talking to another person. Like, I looked on their profile or something, and I realised that they've moved on, they're single, and that they've moved on, and that they're pretty much talking with another person. And something like that, but I don't know who this person is in the background there that seems to be like looking for their ex to reconcile, but because they don't and they want to move on, they seem to be wanting to move on with one of these people that they're talking to on social media somehow, right? And they're talking to this person on social media, but it's kind of like this energy where somebody has posted something up and somebody's commented on it, like somebody's, because it's either commenting on something. So it could be YouTube, even comments on YouTube. It could be comments on anything, but like I've read a comment, but I read a comment that wasn't my own. Like I read the fact that you commented on someone's profile, or that you commented on something, or a comedian, someone that's very fucking funny like myself. But like somebody's been having a laugh with somebody, okay? And because they've been having a laugh with someone, it's been brightening their day, okay? And because it is, someone else is kind of like, well, so that's finished and moved on then. Because your first message was around, oh, what's the matter, Libra? Are you all right? And it's like, oh, I've just got some very bad news. I just realised. I mean, this could even be where somebody's just received like a, I don't know, like a personal reading or something, for instance, right? And they've just received a personal reading and they realise that it's time to let go and it's time to drop it, okay? And it's time to move on. Because it's time to move on, you know, when people normally start having interests in other people, that's where sometimes exes like refuse to drop the energy of letting a person physically move on with their life, okay? Now, obviously, if any of you have to go to court and it's involving like children and stuff like that, well, then you have to be responsible, right? Because if you've got children, then you know, you always need to get away from fucking idiots in life. So, you know, you have to go down the right legal roads, right? You have to go to court. You have to do all the necessary stuff. Sal, the name Sal or Sally, Sassy, Sarah. Anybody begin with S? Steve. Me or another Steve. Yeah, so that's what I... Do I ever look as if I'm fucking mad? I've been mad for fucking years, absolute years. Because I had just heard head over heels, like I'm falling in love. Falling in love with you, shall I stay? Would it be a sin? For I can't help falling in love with you. As the river flows surely to the sea, darling, we're meant to be. Darling, I'm hearing darling, Donna, but someone overseas. That came up actually, which is one of my kind of old-time favourite artists, really. Jamie Cullum. So Jamie, James, Jack, Jackie, Cullen, or a cult, or a cult leader. I'll get down that old fucking witchcraft shit. Oh, by the way, have you not seen my new Big Brother chair, Libra? Steve's got a Big Brother chair now. I went all the way to Milton Keynes yesterday. Anybody in the UK here know where Milton Keynes is? It's like fucking, it's quite a way out. But I had a fucking great day out on my own, man. I was like, I got in my four-wheel drive, and I was like, fuck it, right, I'm going out, and I'm going to go and get myself a chair. And I've travelled around, man. No, you cannot get a fucking chair for love nor money anywhere up in this shit, Libra, really. You have to order it online. Well, you know, you want to sit back in it and think, fuck, that's comfortable, I'll buy that. Right? I'll buy that for $1. So, you know, so I've gone out and I've travelled, and then I'm like, I went to this, oh, don't worry about it, we're going to get to your message in a minute, Libra, in such a rush. But, yeah, like I went over to this place and they was like, well, really what you want to do is go to IKEA. And I'm like, that's a fucking, like, it's an hour away, bruv. So, but from where I was, I've gone in the opposite direction for where I am now. So that was like an hour and a half. So I'm like, oh, fuck it, that'll be all right, bruv. I've gone to Costa, got myself a coffee, rolled myself a load of cigarettes because I really need to stop smoking. And I'm like, man, I'm going to hit the open road as a 7 because I love it, right, when I'm driving. And, yeah, I'm gone over to IKEA. Anybody ever been in IKEA? Jesus Christ, man, is that the most confusing place to ever really shop for fucking anything apart from an headache? If you could buy a fucking headache, right? But, like, I'm getting over there, man, and it was absolutely... I'm like, what? Hold on a minute, it's got a tag on it, and you've got to go around walking around this fucking great big building, bruv. And then you find the tag, and it's like, out of stock. Really? Another chair, out of stock. Really? Out of stock. Out of stock. So I'm going to ask this geezer, I'm like, bruv, you alright? Like, I'm just curious about this chair, blah blah blah. Can I have this one? Because there's a nice set of stock. I'm like, well, fuck yeah, bruv. It says it out of stock. But like I said, well, what do I do? He said, well, basically you got to go home and go on the internet. And I'm like, well, I fucking go on the internet. That's why I came all the way over here for an hour and a fucking half. That's why I came over here. So it's kind of like, you're gonna have to find. I'm like, oh. Fuck. So I actually found this one that was, but you have to get it. Take a snapshot of your phone of this number. Go all the way, find somehow down fucking stairs where it is that you go. You go and then you go into the warehouse and then you have to find the number of that related to this. But my battery's run out on my fucking phone, bruv, because of me using the navigator to get where I had to go. So my battery's died. I'm like, what the fuck was the number? 2711? Right, so you already could be dealing with a 2 and 7. 2 and 7 for a lot of you. Spiritual head now intact. A Libra and a number 7 or a Cancerian. Life path 7, Cancerian, Libra. There's an interest there of something. I don't know what that is. Might be myself. You're right. But so anyway. So yeah, I eventually fucking got it, bro. But I had a fucking good day out, brothers. You know, fuck it. So, why on earth am I talking to you, Libra? I don't know. Yeah, so Steve, shut the fuck up and get on with a story. So, y'all foobard, Libra, really? Let's have it right. Okay, a lot of you are really trying to move on and really trying your hard to move on. Bad news on the doorstep. No news is good news. Bad news is always good because it leaves you to be able to move. Lee, the name Lee or Leanne, okay? Something about moving. Richard or Pryor, okay? But moving, like moving. I'm making moves. Somebody is making moves on a new person. This new person has been coming up in the... Fuck do you want at my door, bruv? Sorry, did you hear that? Somebody's making their moves on a new person. As they're making their moves on a new person, it's involving some sort of like Facebooky type sort of thing or bad news. I mean, I don't know what this bad news is, but I'm hearing no news is good news, Felicia. Right? No news is good news. Goodman. Picking up the name Goodman or Goodwin or Edwina. You could be from Ireland. Fucking from Ireland. Sorry, can you remember Edwina? You're a Libra, right? He's still a part of my fucking channel. Used to see somebody over an island, right? But it's like, hey, this a fucking grand old person that is over there. Grand old Duke of York. Something to do with the Duke of Edinburgh. Duke of Edinburgh? Is this the Queen? Oh, in Virgo reading I said the Queen might die. Oh, it's magic. This person could be from London or somewhere like in Britain. But like, the Queen. Queenie, the name Queenie. Or Quincy Jones. So Quincy or Jones or Jack. But like Quincy Jones. The Prince of York. What? The Duke of York. The Duke of Edinburgh. The Duke. Stevie Wonder? Steve? That's one of my fucking favourite songs as well. The Duke. So Steve. Name's Steve. Myself. Duke of York. Ah, the grand old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. Man, I ain't heard that one for a long while. Holy shit. He is the Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. Da, da, da. Oh, I can't remember how that goes now. 10,000 men. Somebody's probably had 10,000 men. Unless they've got 10,000 children. Woo! Pop them out. But it's like, they've got 10,000. 10,000? 10,000 subscribers? 10,000 somethings? 10,000. They keep saying, somebody could be like myself, got thousands. But like, has 10,000. Thousands. Hundreds and thousands. Are you eating like cakes with hundreds and thousands on them? Like making donuts and shit? Like hundreds and thousands. Hundreds and thousands. There are hundreds and thousands. What on earth is that? Fuck knows, man. That is weird. Anyway, so let's move on. So Libra. So move on. That's your message. People are moving on. Drop it. Always meet a new person, man. It gives you a fucking spark of energy. It's how you evolve spiritually, right? It's definitely how you evolve. Is jumping ship onto other energies of experiences. If you're stuck in the same situation in life, I'm a Pisces, bruv. I know what it's like to be fucking stuck, right? You're stuck in the same situation all of the time. It's about jumping ship onto another energy to experience it. That's your spiritual experience. You need to get yourself out there, stick your bingo dobber around or like something like that, right? Put yourself around, like... But, you know, all you frigid lot, man, people are like, oh God, no, I can't let anybody touch... Fuck it. live a little bit, you know. Like, oh God, it's got me marriage and fuck, bruv. Some people actually out there fucking like, oh God, no, I can't go into a relationship unless they're going to get fucking married straight away. Bruv, don't say that straight away to a person, you'll scare them off. Like, well, if you're not marriage material and you're not like, Jesus, bruv, live a little, live a little. Every little helps. Neville helps. Noel helps. Help, need somebody help. Not just everybody's help. When I was younger, so much young. Something to do with Adam and Eve, young. So, yeah, Gemini. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. Yeah, something about helping and in need. Friend in need is a friend indeed. Friend with breasts and all the rest. So, somebody's got a friend or a person that has like a male, but also a person that has breasts, so a woman. So they're becoming acquaintances. They're kind of like making friends, but they're also making a relationship or making a bye-bye. But like making something, because this friend with breasts and all the rest has everything. Everything, Stephen King. And I have everything. I've got fucking everything, bruv. All I haven't got is all of that prosthetic great look. Bruv, but listen, I'm single, right? I'm a fucking good guy. I'm only kidding. Libra. I got more shit than you can imagine. Well, music-wise. Anyway, Libra. On paper, anyway. Libra. So, 5, you see? Sagittarius, Taurus. It's about letting go for a lot of you. Let it go, let it go, let it go to Tesco. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, something to do with Paul or McCartney, somebody that's muck. Okay. When you find yourself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. Somebody beginning with M. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, when you find yourselves in trouble, just let it be. Let it go. Okay, and your name's B. Libra. So we're doing a you versus them. You see, somebody is heading towards love. Somebody is heading in the right direction. That's what I'm saying, unless you're giving someone head. But, I don't know, or the name Ed, or Edwina, but someone's heading in the right direction because they're heading out from the past, heading into something new here. It's really what I keep picking up. Because I just heard, you make me feel brand new. Ba 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 ba. Who was that? Was that the Supremes? Something like that? You make me feel brand new. You make me feel alive. I feel alive. On my way. Who was that? Oh, that was me. That was on my Angel Radio. I feel alive. I feel alive. Is it Frankie? Frank. Frankie, do you remember me? Frankie. Frankie. I keep hearing Frankie 4 fingers. Frankie has 4 fingers apparently, unless you can take them. But like, yeah, I'll take all 4. Fish fingers? Really, I'll take all 4 fish. It's going to be a Pisces. Could be a Pisces. I'll take all 4. So that's a Pisces Scorpio. This person individually here could be a Pisces Scorpio person. Because I'm hearing, I'll take all 4 fish. And a 4 is a Scorpio. Anyway, this is where everybody's bored. I'm like, for fuck's sake, Steve. We just really want to go around to the next reading of someone else. Libra. There you go. What do you know? Let's go to Tesco. Yeah, let's go. I'm here. Let's go. We've got to end things to start things. Right? So some of you really need to drop your past, but for some of you, this is that new energy, but this is also bad news. You see, bad news on the doorstep. Right? So some news is bad, but some news is good. Now, who that's for, it can be others or mothers. Something about your mother here. I don't know if your mother passed or has passed or someone's mother. Okay, because I'm hearing like my mother's passed. Me ma. Mars. Ma. Oh, Ma. Debbie. No, Debbie, you alright? Me ma. Ma. Debbie Ma. Come on down. Anyway, some of you here, as this energy, you're really realising that you need to get divorced and you need to move away from your past if you are, right? Because it's searching for a bachelor, okay? Or a fucking spatula or something, or a turkey baster. Looking for a turkey baster. Someone from Turkey. Turkish. Anyway, show me the other person's energy connected to Libra. 3, you got Pisces here. A school of fish. People swarming. I keep hearing swarm. The swarm. Bees? Bees. A swarm of bees. Or a swarm. A sworn. I wrote and I swore. I saw something. Somebody has been watching and they saw somebody do something. I saw! I saw! Unless somebody's seen someone's bullet hole. Show me the other person connected with Libra. Or placement of life path 2. Or even if the number comes up of life path, add them together, it comes up with 2. Okay. It would still be this reading. So, yeah, this person's just waiting on an opportunity. You see, this person here, okay, is wrapping up their past energy. That's what they're wrapping up. Is forgetting the past and learning to move on and drop it. Because it's stuck in its own way, which means that things from the past are not working out. They're just not working out from the past, right? So it's learning to, like, move away from my past towards brighter times. So waiting on opportunities to hear it from somebody. Because I'm waiting to hear from someone. Now, if you've been waiting to hear someone from the ends of Earth, then show me the person connected to Libra. Because not a lot of this is making too much sense, really. 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands. You've got Life Path 4 or Scorpio energies, right? There could be distance between this and the person. Or you're trying to form as much distance away from your past as possible, okay? Trying to form a distance. I keep saying for sure. For sure? For sure. To be sure, to be sure, to be sure. Someone from Ireland and it's like, to be sure, are you from Ireland? I am. I like to be sure. Well, are you positive? Yes, I'm positive. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Well, that's good then. What do you call a Celtic cross? Celtic cross. What's a knot corner? It's from Ireland. It's not a knot corner. It's not on the corner. It's a Celtic cross. What do you call a Celtic cross? A knot corner. Yeah, some of you, like I said, you're trying to forget the past and move on to meet a new person here because it's awaiting you. It's awaiting you. This is awaiting. So it's kind of like a waiting room or a waiting game. Some of you work at hospital or something and it's a waiting room. Or someone's in hospital and it's a waiting room. But I'm waiting for there to be rooms so I can get in. Or I'm waiting for there to be rooms so I can physically have time here. Because I'm waiting for you to have room in your energy for me to be able to grow in it. So unless you're pregnant here, because I just heard I'm waiting for you to have room in your energy so you can accept me into your energy. Which means that I have to drop the past, move away from it to prepare myself for a new person that could be on their way. Because this is a 1. This is a 1. This is when they're saying that this is the 1. This future person here could be the 1 here. So it's kind of like a soul of what I'm picking up is being prepared to move on from the past, energetically to have the other person accepted into it. But there has to be an agreement of people that have moved away from their past. Also heard Dionysus, Diane, Dana White, Southpaw, South, North, South, West, Northwest. Someone could be travelling you might not live near this person and you have to travel. Because I'm picking up like a compass, trying to find out where this person lives. Like I'm trying to find out where you live by looking at a map. Because I heard Map of the World. There's a song there somewhere, Map of the World. Oh wow, yeah, Map of the World. I forget what they're called now. Anyway, yeah, someone's looking at a map and planning on travelling. Like planning on travelling because of the distance. So they're trying to find out where someone lives. Or if it's possible here. Because new energies have been coming up in the readings all the time. Like Virgo's energies, if you're dealing with a Virgo, theirs ended up being very complex, but then it ended up being very good on one side because there was a lot of new energies on this side. You see, there's old energies here and there's new energies on this side. And that was on the Virgo reading of someone that is looking and waiting for someone new, and they're waiting for this new energy. And that was in the Virgo reading, and that was also part of the extended, because things turned out really well on this side in the Virgo reading of leaving the past behind. Okay, so we're going to get on with your reading. I'm sorry if it's very sporadic, Libra, but I can't make head and tail of the actual cards itself really until I've clarified them. So if you want to join, you can. It's only the full access bundle, and you can find the link provided below. Also, just to quickly let you know that when I do the global channeling and the storylines, those extendeds are going to go over to the first tier as well. So on the first tier you get the monthly only, but now you will also get the global stuff when I finish these star signs here. And then on the full access bundle, obviously you get access to everything. But if you want any info, personal readings, all that sort of stuff, y'all know, it's all below, okay? And I'll hopefully see you on Patreon.